So in this first module, I intend that we learn how to identify and navigate the core components of the Photoshop workshop. And number 2, to properly create and set up a new document for both the web and the print media. And number 3, manage and save the files using the correct industry formats that include the PSD, JPG, and PNG. So I'm going to explain deeply as we continue. I know you might be wondering, what is Photoshop? Or rather, what is Adobe Photoshop? So this is an industry standard raster graphic editor that was initially developed by a person we call Thomas and John Knoll in 1988. And currently, it is published by a company we call Adobe. So this is the platform or the system that you're going to be using to create stunning graphics. Now, since you know what is Adobe Photoshop, how do we navigate the workspace? Once you have opened this program, you'll get an interface that at first may seem complicated, but as you continue to do practice, it will become simpler. So at the left side of your screen, you have the toolbar, which holds all your tools. That is the move tool, crop, brush, etc. And the best way to understand these tools is to grasp or know the shortcuts, the keyboard shortcuts that you're going to get into them later as you continue. Number 2, we have the option bar, which is at the top, which changes based on the tools you select, giving you settings like the brush size or the text color. We are going to get into that later in this video. Then the other workspace, or the other thing that is very important for you to know, is the panels, which is at the right side of your screen. This is where we have the layers panel. We also have the properties, adjustment, and history panels. Okay, so you don't have to get disturbed if you don't understand. It's going to become easy as we continue. Then lastly, at the very top, we have the menu bar. So this is what contains the menus like the file, edit, and image. Now, after understanding how to navigate the workspace or the interface, the other foundational thing that you must understand is how to establish or set up a document so that you're going to work on what you want. So when you go to the file, just at the top left corner, that is the file, then click on new. This is when you decide what you want or the type of project that you want. So the first part, we have the dimensions. We use the pixels for screen work or the web, and inches stroke centimeters for physical work or print rather. Then number 2, we have the resolution. Then for web or screen, we use 72 pixels per inch. For print, we use 300 pixels per inch. And this 300 pixels per inch ensures that high definition for the printing press. Okay. And the other important thing is the color mode. We have various, but the most common used is RGB, that is red, green, and blue, that is used for screens, webs, and digital displays. We have CMYK, that is for professional printing. So we are going to be using RGB, that is what you're going to be using often. Another important thing to note is the dimensions. The dimensions of a poster will be different from that of a thumbnail, and the dimensions of a thumbnail will be different from that of a flyer. So it is important for you to understand or know before even you start your project, what is the dimension of your intended project. For instance, if I'm using a poster, I have to know the dimensions, that is the length and the width of my poster. And lastly, in this setup, you must remember to name your project. That is very also important. Now, assume you are creating a poster, and you are satisfied with what you have done, and you want to save it that you're going to send, for example, say to your client. So what file type do you use? We have three major, file types in Photoshop or Adobe Photoshop. One, we have PSD, that is Photoshop document. This is your working file. It says all your layers, mask, and edit history. Okay, so and it is recommended. I personally recommend that you always save this first. Okay. Number two, the file type number two is JPG, that is Joint Photographic Group. This is best for photos on the web, and this is what now you present as a final copy. Okay. The other one is PNG, that is Portable Network Graphics. This is best for graphics on the web, especially when you need a transparent background, like a logo, yeah? So that is very important. So after you're done with that, you must also know how to manage your file and save, yeah. Now, all those are file extensions that you may attach to your project. Okay, now let's get into practicality of these. Yeah, so I'm going to go to file, I click new, and also the shortcut for this is control plus N. Then I'm going to name my document, let's say name it Dawns Media. Then I'm going to set the width to 1920 pixels and height to 1080 pixels. I'm going to set the resolution to 72 pixels per inch. Set the color mode to RGB color. Then I'm going to click create. Now that I've made the setup, the last thing I want to do is save my document or my project. So I'm going to go to file, then click save, then save as. So it's file, save as. So now I have different options or file types, file extensions that I can save my project. So that is the first thing that you're going to do, and that is what you have learned for today. So I want you to go and try this.